Hello everyone, this is Owen Wall Street with thetradersperspective.com, taking a look at the US dollar here. It's weekly time frame in front of you, and pretty much not much has changed. Basically had a shaven bottom on this week's candlestick, which means that we did not have a low, and we just opened up and had a pretty much bullish candlestick here. So let's kind of drop down here and see what's been happening after today's Fed minutes release. Overall, not much has changed really. Still pretty much the same thing that I was looking for. This trend line here, expecting that to get tested again for the third time, with then a possibility of seeing it break and test the lows, which would be the near the 200 on the weekly time frame. And I've been looking for this to get another test here, and I think that we might get it. It's either going to happen this week, towards the end of the week, or possibly next week sometime. But we have to see how this all plays out. Dropping down to my lower time frames, this is the 4-hour time frame, and as I mentioned before, the 50 is going to be the key here. And today we basically, the last 4 hours of this candlestick, just nailed this 50, and it managed to hold it. But again, look where this trend line is. So again, with the size of this candlestick, just knowing the basics of charting, you can basically know that with this type of a strength and selling pressure, you might have a little bit of a bounce off this 50, and then you'll probably run up to maybe about 93.56 or so, 93.60 tops, and then you'll see that probably a test down here at around 93, and it'll be interesting to see what happens at that point. I wish I could forecast what'll happen, but at this point in time, definitely seeing more selling pressure for the US dollar, with the potential to test the lows here. First would be the 92.60 level, and then further still to the bottom of this candle right here. So I'll move my mouse out of the way a little bit here so you can see that. But you're going to be looking for this wick right in here, and that's located obviously right behind all that mess. So let me just shift to the side. So it's going to be this candlestick. We're looking at this low wick print here down 92.39 or so, 92.40, and if that ends up holding, then obviously we'll have a continuance of pretty much the same thing in my last few videos, which is a test of that 200, and then we'll have to see what happens from there. Do we hold this? And if we don't hold this, so let's go ahead and just kind of push it out and just see what happens if we don't. If we fail to hold this 200 right here, then we'll be looking at prices, slipping further down here to test this retracement level here. And I've been looking for this for quite some time on this 92 level, followed by a thrust down to about 91.33, which was to the lower end of what I was expecting. And I'll show you why. I was kind of looking at the bottom of this wick here, so that's around 91.90. So I figured somewhere around this range we'd see some short covering, and we have. But again, the dollar seems reluctant to get that bullish momentum going. So we'll have to see what happens. But right now it's just kind of coasting sideways essentially, and seeing some short covering here. But it's not very how do I put this? It's not it does not have the animosity to generate a higher push. So as you can see here, dropping back down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that prices did try to get above this 94 handle. It just could not happen, and even still, if we did, we would be facing the Fibonacci level here at around 94.20, as well as the 200, as well as another downtrend line here. So you do need to see some further consolidation for the US dollar. So that's what I'm going to be watching for. Pay attention to this trend line here on your 4-hour time frame. If you're looking at the lower time frames, pretty much the same thing as I've been saying. Either you're looking at the 50 or the 200, depending upon which time frame you're looking at. So on the hourly time frame, this 200 needs to serve as the support. If that fails, don't it's not all off until this trend line breaks. Once this trend line breaks, then you'll be looking for a test of this level here at our 92.85, which coincides with this price action around here. And then if that fails, third level down would be the lows here around 92.60, and further still to the 92.41. There is no bullish case that I really see as of yet. So for right now, the best bullish case would be if price action did manage to hold near this 200, and if not, will it hold this trend line? So that's pretty much my two lines in the sand here. But overall, I'm not expecting too much from the US dollar heading into the end of the week, but more weakness to possibly end up just further consolidation. That's what I'm looking for. I'll see you all over the weekend. I thank you all so much for watching and subscribing to my channel. If you have any questions, feel welcome to contact me through the website in the contact section, or you can shoot me an email or leave me some comments below the video. Thank you all. Have a green rest of the week.